Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to the Spitterswell Beer Review. I'm Jammer.
I'm Shagdog. It's our Summer Fiasco.
And a fiasco it is, Shagdog. Had issues with the computer
Yes,
earlier.
yes.
Um,
Yeah, I
a
should.
few other issues.
Oh, why am I not
I have
centered?
issues all the time.
Yeah, and I did the dumb mistake going bike riding today. My first time riding a bike since 2011. And not realizing it was a slow decline, and the rest of the way back on a 9 mile bike ride
Yeah, you
was.
slowly declined since 2011.
Yeah. You were inclined to tell me that, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I got Landshark Lager here. It's 4.7 ABV. Or at least I think it is.
Damn.
Oh,
I
wait a
didn't
minute.
even Google this.
What does that say there? It says 4.6 or 8. I can't tell.
Oh. I got 4.7 Oscar Blues, Mama's Little Yella Pills.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Anyway, I just figured I'd do it again because I didn't give a grade on it last time I did it a few months ago. I got busy talking and drinking, and next thing you know, it was like a drinking and thinking.
Yep.
All right,
All
this
right.
smells got a little maltiness to it, maybe a little adjunct in there, um, little hops. It does smell kind of slightly bready, maybe even a little citrus there. It's very clear in the sense that you can easily see through it. It looks crisp and clean. I'm going to dive in, Shagdog. Not much of a head there. It quickly dissipated. I didn't pour it hard though, so there we go.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing Yellow Pills, 82 beer advocate. Like I said, 4.7. It's a Czech Bohemian Pilsner. I've been getting a lot of Czech Bohemian Pilsner styles lately. And it looks good. Nice gold, maybe a slight, very, very slight haze or cloudiness to it. And the head's nice and frothy, less, about a finger head down. But yeah, smells like a Pilsner.
Hmm.
Floral, hoppy, a little grassy. I'm ready to drink. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. This does have a little grassiness to it. Got a nice lemon, almost a lemon, lemon lime type flavors in there, like citrus. I don't know if they mean to do that. I would think they would, but to me, it does have a little bit of that in there, a little citrus there. That's just me. Others might not agree. It does have a little bit of maltiness there, so it does have a little um, smooth malty flavor. Um, the grassy is in there, but it's just a pretty decent beach type lager. It's not anything impressive, but it's nothing to really snub your nose up. I actually think Landshark is a little better than Corona since Budweiser had taken over Corona and everything. I think Landshark's a little better. Just my opinion. It could be the same damn thing. Who knows?
Hey man, it's like
I
deja
don't think
vu.
it is.
I think you said some of the same things last time you reviewed that beer. It's like deja vu. I should have done my Voudage beer.
But I'm going to be nice. It's the Summer Fiasco kicked off. So I'm going to be nice and say, for what it is, I'm going to give it an actual B minus and
B
a
minus.
swallow and a half. A swap.
All right.
It's
Yeah, this
crisp, it's
is.
clean, it's
Oh,
refreshing. Dive in.
yeah, I've had one of those since. Man, it's been a long time since I moved here. I think you dropped me off one of those with the other beers you dropped off just for the hell of it. I think. I don't know.
Well, because I was going to do one and you were supposed to do yours with me. I
Yeah.
think you did it without me,
Yeah, because
and
it was a
because you're a
while.
little bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I get a little upset sometimes when somebody, travels thousands of miles, out of his way.
Yeah, I can't
Drop
remember.
off a beer as a friend, so they
I
can have the
vaguely,
same beer.
maybe you didn't drop that off. Maybe I did it separate. Maybe you dropped off everything else because I think I found it at the store around here, and then I couldn't wait for you, or you did yours already, or something. I don't know.
No,
I
I
can't go
wouldn't do
that
that
far
to you.
back. I'm going to go back into history next week and find out.
I wouldn't do that to you. You do it to me all the time.
Well, you probably didn't know I had it if you did do it.
The reason I'm doing it is because I bought two 12 backs that were buy one get one a while back. It was buy one get one again this weekend for Memorial Day
Yeah.
or
Did you
Day
buy
of
another one?
Beer Remembrance or whatever.
Yeah.
Dependence. Remembrance.
Day,
Sorry.
Day of Beer Remembrance. Yeah.
Yeah.
4th of July is Day of Beer Dependence.
Yeah. And I refuse to buy it because I still have some of it left. I'm not a fast drinker on these beers. These are for my like drinking and thinking, and somebody never wants to do drinking and thinking with me because I think too intellectual. I think it is. I'm too intellectual.
We never get there usually. We
They
do 4 or
they
5 beer
just
reviews.
they just can't compete with me when I'm up there and that.
Oh, you must be thinking of Jammer fan. Okay, I got you.
So
Yeah,
how
this
is
was
yours?
it's good, Jammer. It's a Czech Pilsner. I had to. What the hell beer did I do as a Czech Pilsner the other day? I can't remember. That one was a little bit better than this one, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the damn Summerfest, Sierra Nevada Summerfest. Better
I would
than this
like to
one.
try that, but I haven't seen it in the stores here. You know,
Oh,
um, I was looking. There, usually Publix will have beer on sale pretty good. Every now and then they'll have a buy one get one, and yeah, they had, like I said, they had the Land Shark, and they had this other thing that I refused to buy. It was the seltzer waters.
yeah.
I refuse to buy those. But I got some other stuff that I'd like to do with you today, and that is, and it's not a beer per se, but they're vodka cocktail drinks. John Daly's um, vodka cocktails.
Oh, damn! I should have. If I knew you had that, I would have saved my martini
Yeah.
cappuccino thing. Oh well.
Well, like I said,
That's all right.
just you just get in the mood to drink, and you just drink, drink, drink.
Hey, you haven't been on here since before you went to your European trip, So that's been about 4 or 5 weeks since you've been on here.
Yeah, and of course I got sick the last day of my trip.
Yeah, you got the Pope flu.
I actually had to get a Z pack, man.
Yeah,
It, it,
probably got the Italian C word.
what happened was is my wife and I were in the elevator, and this kid sneezed on my wife,
Damn.
and I avoided. I held my breath. I got out
Yeah,
of there. Boom, boom, boom. And I think she continued to breathe like normal.
I do that
And
too when I'm walking by somebody they're coughing and shit. I hold my breath, not covering their mouth or anything. I'm like, even if they're covering their mouth, I'm like, hold my breath for a few seconds till I get past
or
them.
give a wide berth.
Yeah.
and and she started to get sick the second to the last day, and getting the sniffles, getting a little where she wasn't feeling that great,
Yeah.
and I didn't feel it until I actually got into the Uber from the airport coming home.
Oh
So
wow.
that's when I felt it. The guy's car was overpowering with air freshener, and I just felt
Oh,
something like you feel it in the back of your throat.
yeah.
I just
You
I
know you're coming down with something.
yeah
You ever have that happen? But then okay, why? But you wake up and you're all right. Like
yeah
nothing materializes, but you thought for sure you're gonna be getting sick, and you wake up and I've had that happen
And I was
too.
doing good because I started taking my zinc before we went on the trip. I took my zinc periodically throughout the trip. So I was fighting whatever it was. But to see, unfortunately, when you don't get much sleep, because I was active, and not only that, but I was drinking a lot of wine.
Yeah,
I didn't get the. I didn't even bother to bring any beers. I was going to try to find some and everything, and I'm like, I could bring that back. And I was like, you know what? I got to fight with the suitcase and the weight, and
yeah,
my wife was putting stuff in my bag already, and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not
yeah.
even going to try it. So I didn't bother. And I just, everywhere we went, they were serving wine more than they were beer.
Yeah. You got any other programs running on your computer right now, Jammer? Or?
No.
Okay, you're lag. I mean, audio's in mostly, but your pictures occasionally lagging.
Let me take that off. How's this? That better?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now you froze. Okay, you're moving.
Well, anyway,
Oh, that's much better.
yeah. So that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
how was it,
Anyway, you
Trav?
didn't give your grade on yours.
Oh,
I don't mean to steal away
yeah.
the.
I give it a B plus and a swallow and a quarter. It's
What
good.
I remember of that one is that the Czech Pilsners that I really like are the European ones, the German ones.
Yeah,
That was, from what I remember, wasn't bad, but it was lacking something in it.
yeah, it's good. I mean, that Summerfest is way better in this for some reason. Summerfest goes more to the Czech Pilsner. So I think, I mean, this has almost. I mean, if you told me the Czech Pilsner, I'd probably believe you.
Hmm.
But like you said, it feels like it's just missing a little something. Yeah, and that guy can't say we don't like European beers because we do.
Yeah.
It's just that one or two Ukrainian beers. He got quite upset.
Who got upset?
Somebody commented one of those short videos we did where you're talking about one of the Ukrainian beers you're doing, and yeah, and then he said we got better beers in Europe than American stuff, and
In Europe, yes, but not in Ukraine. Ukraine. That's what you should have said. Yeah, we agree. There's better beers in Europe, but not in the Ukraine.
You're not really European. You're Russian.
Yeah, you're more
Russian
Russian
church.
than Europe.
Yeah. You've been
I had to piss
Russian-fied.
them off, or you'll soon will be again.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one. Anyway.
Man. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I would actually drink another one of these, but you already finished your beer, so there's no point.
Yeah, I got a little sip left. How was your trip though? With was it 5 or 6 women you were traveling with? How was that experience?
Like herding cats.
Yeah, you're like the cat herder.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these cats are getting out of hand.
Trying to keep everybody in line, and up moving, Hey,
Yeah,
when we were doing stuff together, and stuff. I try to get a decision made is also impossible. That's
yeah.
why. That's why I think that God put men in that category
To
as
make the final
the
decision.
lead. Yeah,
Yeah,
because women will continue going. I don't know, I'm all right, that back and forth,
yeah,
and then men would just go won't even say anything, just go over there and start the order. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah.
go ahead and sit down at a table somewhere and start the order, and then they'll come over and sit down. Oh, what are you doing? We haven't made a
Oh,
decision yet. Yes, we have. We're heating here.
that was kind of like when we went to Key West with a certain person, and she was window shopping with no money. I'm like, fuck this. 30 minutes go walk, looking at windows and stores. I'm going over here to this bar,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you guys followed.
Well, I was on my way behind.
So she had to follow it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly it.
I had to get the cat herder under control.
You got to. I think that's the reason, man. I really do.
Yeah. It's like that when I used to go with my mother, my grandmother. My mother would make this be all right, making decisions, but the older ladies, like my grandmother, my step grandfather's sister, I mean, it was, oh, no, no, oh. I'm like, oh my God. Even when my step grandfather died, my grandmother, and they're doing Hail Marys, Catholic thing.
Mm.
And Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. And they were saying it. It was going on for like 10 minutes. And then she stopped it. No, no, no. It's Hail Mary. Just certain part of what it is. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get a cigarette. I'm out of here. Went outside, smoked a cigarette.
Yeah.
But that was like a little thing before the funeral at the funeral home is like a
Mm.
closed open casket thing for family or whatever. I was like, why we gotta go through this?
I, okay, let me just ask you: do you have like a family tradition when it comes to funerals?
I don't think so. I mean, because I've only between my brother. You know how my brother's funeral was.
Mm.
That wasn't that special. It was like more, towards a corrections type thing.
Hmm.
Uh, and then my step grandfather, my grandmother was just at a Catholic church. We had to go to the grave. Went to the funeral home or wherever first, then to the church, and then to the cemetery when they didn't lower it there, but it stayed there. And after you leave, I guess they lowered it or steal body parts. I don't know.
Well, that's where I was going to say. See, ever since I was a kid, one of the things once you got a certain age as a kid, like a teenager type age, more responsible type 15, 16, or something like that, they would tell us to stay behind, you know, and wait there.
Oh yeah,
Watch them lower and put the earth back on, on top.
yeah. They don't do that like anymore. I don't think.
Oh, well,
They might in some small towns or so. Yeah, I don't know why they don't do it at certain places. I'm like, yeah, because all the old movies you see them, they go down for people come by and throw dirt on the casket or whatever.
well, that too, but we would turn around. All right, everybody's leaving. The funeral's over. We'd go drive over across the way and park and watch and wait. And we would wait until they start putting the dirt back in and burying,
Oh, you waited. Then what'd you do?
And once it was completed, then we would leave.
Oh, you stayed there till it was completely buried. Okay, yeah, yeah. We probably should have done that. Left my
And
brother's
I,
like,
I I get it. I get it because you don't know whether those people are actually going to bury the if you just leave,
yeah,
and you don't know whether they're actually going to, trying to steal something, which there's nothing to steal. We don't. I don't. My dad and all my other relatives never wore their jewelry and stuff whenever
right.
they died. They that jewelry got passed on, that kind of stuff. But as far as the body goes,
Yeah, and you figure the guy from Key West, get somebody like that burying your
oh yeah,
family.
yeah, that guy was forget his name now. What was
I
his
mean,
name?
he loved the girl. He knew her before. I forget his name. Let me Googleize it.
Yeah, Googleize it. Yeah.
Who's the doctor from Key West that married one of his or dug up one of his patients and kept her body in his house for years? Carl Tanzier. Tanzier,
That sounds right.
also known as Count von Casso, who was a radiologist in Key West, Florida, who developed an obsession for one of his patients, Elena Milagro Hoyas. The beautiful young woman died from tuberculosis in 1931. With her parents' permission, von Casso had above ground mausoleum built it for her. And then after they buried her in there or whatever, he took the body out.
Well, he kept going to the mausoleum for a while. He kept visiting with flowers and stuff, and then when he finally one day he stopped coming, and the next thing you
You're
know,
right. You're right, Jamie. He visited the tomb every day and night. So 2 years later, 1933, he had taken the body home. Yeah. He wrote his definitive and mesmerizing tale, the most obsessive love imaginable. Ben Harrison did his homework thoroughly and studied in numerous press accounts. Yeah. He loved her.
a sick kind of love. Back in the '60s, they had a groovy kind of love, a
Yeah.
groovy kind of. And
Kind
this
of
guy had a
love,
sick
sick
kind of
kind of
love.
love. What's funny is we visited Key West, and we're from the area that he moved to after he got out of prison.
Yeah.
They tried to throw it off on us. Oh yeah, you guys are from that town where that
Yeah.
guy died. What guy? Oh, the guy who was here with a girl. He didn't do that in our. He got strung and hung and up there.
Exactly.
Key West, they let you get away with those kind of things.
Yeah. Well, nobody knows. I mean, a hurricane comes in, the bodies go flying around, and nobody
Yeah,
knows where they're at.
right.
Disappeared.
Hurricane must have taken the body away. Oh well.
All right. You ready to do
Oh,
the next
yeah,
one?
I am ready. This was a spectacular summer fiasco episode.
Yes. Mama Fiasco, middle child.
Yes, I'm the fiasco, my mother, and I'm the middle child. Yeah.
And I have just a tin cup for a chalice.
Yes. Is that from Lord of the Rings? What is that?
No, that's actually from Jimmy Buffett's song called Tin Cup.
Oh, damn! I was way off. My next guess was: is that from the third movie, Indiana Jones, there with the cups that had Sean Connery?
Yeah, Sean Connery, the Grail, they were up
Yeah,
in
the Holy
Grail.
Grail. Yeah. Wrong cup. Tin cup's not the right one. All right,
Junior.
Junior. Junior, I found a cure to cancer. Now I've lost it at the Rock. Combining movies.
Hey, did you hear they're going to try to reopen Alcatraz?
Oh yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. But,
I'm going to tell you right now that whole facility is falling apart.
right.
The Sierra is ate away at the concrete and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
rusted all the. So, for them to do that, they would have to destroy everything on there practically.
Yeah,
I would think.
I don't know if
And then they would have to rebuild it. And I don't get me wrong, I
Yeah.
think they could do it.
right.
I just don't know whether it's economically feasible to do
Right.
it, especially for California.
And someone, I mean, if you make it a federal prison, I mean,
Yeah.
but someone gets it, and I think that was a federal prison. Matter of fact, because that's where Al Capone went.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think someone gets in Trump's ears, and he just goes with these. Oh, that's a good idea. We could do that.
We could do it, but and I think a lot of the stuff that Trump says, he says just to get a rise out of people.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he plays the game. And I think that if you follow him, if you actually follow him in investing, every time he starts bad mouthing a company, when their stock starts falling, and if it's a good company, relatively stable, good run company or whatever like that, but he bad mouths them and the prices go down and all that kind of stuff, that's the time to buy.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he stops badmouthing them and everything, the price is going to go back up.
Right. And the same with the tariffs.
Yeah.
As soon as he's have that ready, because as soon as he says there's going to be a deal, buy.
Well, you should already been buying because the prices of everything gone down.
I've been buying, but not a lot because I can't afford it.
Yeah, well, you do what you can and can what you do.
Can't do what I can't.
But anyway, yeah, I find that kind of crazy. But if they did do it, it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
You wipe a lot of history out, but then again, it's just a freaking prison.
Speaking of Mama's Little Pills, I got this girl writing me. Her name is Ma's Looking.
Ma's Looking. Okay.
I don't know if you can see it. Shit. It's got a name up there. Ma's.
Yeah.
Ma's Looking. Yep. She said the same thing my parents said. I told her I was out riding for 9 miles. First time I rode since 2011. She goes, "That's great. You might not be able to walk for a while." LOL. We'll see how I feel tomorrow.
I figure you're going to self-medicate with beer today.
Well, yeah.
You'll feel all right.
And you got to figure, no, I'm not doing the cardiovascular. But I do walk at work, not constantly, but all night long and
Plus, I
standing.
would have to say that you were messaging me every 5 seconds, so it wasn't like you were doing it real hard.
A couple
You
times I was
know,
doing when I was driving.
you know, going super fast and pushing yourself so hard. I can imagine you probably went 10, 5, maybe 5, 10, maybe 15 feet, then stopped and messaged me, and went another 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 feet.
Shit, a couple of them I did when I was riding, So,
Oh,
but
so you're
yeah,
getting multi-talented, huh?
oh, it was uphill. Yeah, well, one time I almost went off the trail. And they got deep, steep ass fucking ravine
Well, they
off the
tell you
sides.
not to text and drive.
I know. So after that twice I almost went off. I mean, that time and then another time, two dudes are coming by, and I was matter of fact, I think that was when I had the phone and I was like waving and lost. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, you say good morning. Yeah.
Morning.
All right, let's get to that one next one, Jammer. I'm looking forward to see what you're bringing to the table.
All right. The table will be filled.
Yes.
I don't know. All right. Thanks for watching,
Hey.
commenting, liking, and subscribing, and sharing. As always, we enjoy beer, and we hope you enjoy beer. And we'll watch the beer reviews and leave a comment and let us know something. Tinkle that bill helps the algorithm. They're against us. YouTube is. They're always against us. We're one of the founding members of when YouTube was really getting started before Google took over. And we were doing really good, and then Google took over, and the next thing you know,
Yeah, I think Google took over before we started doing beer reviews, but they let it was still the same. It was they didn't make too many
no,
changes at that point.
no, we had started when Google wasn't part of it yet.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. Hopefully, we can figure out Jammer's leg problems, folks. I'm sorry about that. I apologize for him.
Fuck off.
See ya.
Take care.
All right.